Hey everyone, what is going on? And welcome back to another video. So today we are in the Master Premier Cup. So the Master Premier Cup, it bans Legendaries, Mysticals, and Ultra Beasts, but you're allowed to use anything else. So Pokemon up to level 50, so you do need those XL candies. You could get away with using level like 47, 48 Pokemon, but generally speaking, you want Hundos and maxed out level 50 Pokemon now. The good thing about it is a lot of these really strong Pokemon did have community days. For example, Magikarp had a community day, so did Gible. Magikarp's community day may have been before the XL candies were a thing, I'm not actually sure. But, you know, you might have access to some of these Pokemon, hopefully, maybe not. But regardless, they're still expensive. But let's go ahead and dive right into the battles to see what we got going on for us. I do believe we have two sets. It's going to be Magnezone in the lead with... It's not double dragon. Gyarados is not a dragon type, and I like this team because if you, let's say you lose the lead and you safe swap into Gyarados, right? Well, your opponent, the opponent, a lot of times, if they have a Charm user or a Fairy type like Florges, they will respond with that. And because you have Waterfall, you do have play against those Pokemon, whereas if you had Dragon Breath, you would have like no play. So still pretty good to lure out the possible Fairy type so Garchomp can sweep later on. And this Garchomp is running Dragon Tail with Sand Tomb and Earth Power. So I do like it. Yeah, we'll see how these games play out. So this Garchomp, is it going to shield? It is going to shield. This wouldn't KO, but it would get it low, so definitely respect that shield there. And out comes, okay, well, I missed what came in, but whatever came in will be hit with a Sand Tomb, and it's going to be that Machamp. Okay, yeah, Machamp is coming in. Machamp is going to go ahead and throw an attack. Will the Garchomp shield? It will shield. Obviously, it's going to be Cross Chop, but that's fine. You do want to do damage here. Now, the opponent really has to respect this, even though they know it's going to be a Sand Tomb. Actually, they're not going to respect it. Out comes Magnezone. Magnezone just going to let it go. Right, you still have the Garchomp. That will KO. They didn't undercharge it, and Garchomp will be able to farm down with Dragon Tail. Now out comes Excadrill coming. Yeah, Excadrill is a little bit too healthy, which is really unfortunate because the opponent still has a shield, so the opponent should make it, and they do. So that's gonna be a loss in the first game, but that is okay. It's only the first game. So Druin is gonna KO the Garchomp. Good game. Well played to both trainers. Let's go ahead and move into the next battle. We do have that Magnezone into Gyarados. This is a great matchup. Of course, you're double super effective with the electric attacks, and that's Dragon Breath, so it's resistant, so it's even better, right? Now, can you farm all the way down? It might be tricky to do so, so the Magnezone might go ahead and throw the Wild Charge. Yeah, it would be a little bit too difficult. No, I'm just going to throw the Mirror Shot. Okay, Mirror Shot is resisted, but maybe you could farm down after this Mirror Shot. We do see that attack debuff, which is good. Yeah, you can actually farm down. So if Magnezone didn't want to give up a shield, it would have had to throw the Wild Charge. I think that probably would have been the play. Although at the same time, you do have a lot of energy for whatever comes in. So you might be able to pick up a shield as long as there's no ground type that comes in. Oh, it's going to be Togekiss. You could probably pick up a shield here, which is amazing. You're going to go ahead and go for the Mirror Shot. And the opponent does shield, and now go for the Wild Charge. Okay, it ended up working out great for you. So this Wild Charge, is it double charm? Because they're going to go ahead and shield. Unfortunately, can't make it to a Wild Charge, but you can make it to this Mirror Shot, which is good. So it's still super effective damage. And then the Gyarados, as I mentioned earlier, does have Waterfall, so it still has play against Togekiss. And Togekiss is going to go ahead and go for what I assume to be an Ancient Power right now. And it is Ancient Power, but Gyarados will shield it. I don't know, I mean, it could be double charm. And Gyarados is just going to go ahead and farm all the way down. It's not double charm. What is that? Mamoswine going to go ahead and go for the Aqua Tail right now. Mamoswine, of course, we're going to have the Swine Up Community Day this weekend. So definitely prepare for it. Get your XL candies this weekend so you can use Mamoswine, because Mamoswine is a really good Pokemon. And that is going to be a good win. Obviously, Garchomp wants no part of that, right? Of that Ice type Mamoswine. Good game. Okay, let's go ahead and move into the next battle. Really good game. So Mamoswine into Metagross. Okay. Yeah, I mean, you do have to watch out for the Earthquake, but your Wild Charge attacks hit really, really hard. So we'll see. Probably going to let the Metagross throw first, maybe? No, I don't know. They're both charging up. They both have max energy, wanting them to throw first. Neither trainer wants to throw first. Eventually, the Metagross will decide to throw first. Probably a Medium Mash it is. But still going to go ahead and shield it. We do see the bait right now coming in. Kind of a risky bait, but I think it's going to pay off. It does. Beautiful. And now you can charge up to 2 Wild Charges. If you shield this, you could throw the Wild Charge attacks. Gonna go ahead and shield it. That's an Earthquake. That is a good shield. Actually gonna go ahead and bait again. I would not have baited here, just because even if they shield, you can get off another one. But let's see. Yeah, they don't even shield that. But I guess you could throw another mirror shot. Let's see if the opponent... I mean, the opponent lets that go. Okay, so it ended up working out. You ended up getting rid of the Metagross anyway, so that's fine. So that's good. So let's see what decides to come in. Gonna be Dragonite. Okay, gonna go ahead and go for yet another mirror shot. Okay. Let's see if the opponent shields. The opponent does not shield. Now you want to go for the Wild Charge, but will the opponent shield this one? Even if they do, at least you get the shield. So the Wild Charge is coming out. They do not shield. So out comes Garchomp. Garchomp able to snipe down with Dragon Tail, and Gyarados is coming in, and the opponent will concede that game, and that is going to be a good game, very well played. To both trainers, notice the opponent had a Steel type in the lead with double Dragons in the back, so a very similar team. Okay, not really good because you are weak to counter, but it looks like you're staying in for right now. Going to go ahead and go for this bait, maybe bait and then switch out, expecting the shield from Heracross, and Heracross does indeed shield. So out comes Gyarados. Out comes Magnezone. So obviously you are double weak to Spark, but you already got a shield, which is nice. So Gyarados is going to be able to just throw that Aqua Tail. And I don't know, do you shield? Do you let it go? Gonna go ahead and shield it. Oh, it's a bait as well. Wow. This is probably the Wild Charge. So you could shield and take this matchup, but just gonna let it go. I did not anticipate the bait, but the opponent did bait there. So good bait. Out comes Magnezone. Gonna be able to Spark down. You love to see it. Very nice indeed. Okay, Heracross is going to be able to get off an attack. Rock Blast will not KO. It's a close combat. Obviously, that KOs. But able to get off this mirror shot. And because the defense debuff from that Heracross, that might be enough to KO. So out comes Snorlax from the opponent. You do have the Earth Power. And going to go ahead and go straight for it. Not before the Shadow Snorlax gets to an attack. Shadow Snorlax, a really good Pokemon. It is Superpower. Oh, could have overfarmed. But just going to go ahead and throw it. Maybe clicked on it before, but that's okay. Out comes Heracross. Heracross is going to be able to go for an attack right now. And that will be the close combat. That will be enough to KO. Can you make it? We not going to be... Not comfortable enough in making the Wild Charge, but will Mirror Shot be enough to KO? I want to say no even after the debuff, but no, it is enough to KO. Barely winning that. Barely winning that. Mirror Shot was enough. Good game. Okay, moving on, Magnezone into Florges. This is definitely where you want to see it. Good matchup. The Florges switches out into Snorlax. So you probably throw and then switch out. Gonna let the Snorlax throw first, actually. Because Snorlax is a great safe swap. It really is. So I'm going to go ahead and throw this Wild Charge, and then we're definitely going to see a swap, but which one is it going to be? Okay, so here's the interesting thing. Garchomp actually does have play against Florges because it has Sand Tomb and Earth Power, whereas Togekiss has no play against. And, you know, obviously Earth Power will still hit really, really hard if Garchomp is aligned to that Florges, but obviously you don't want it to be. So Florges is coming in. Florges can't, I mean, it's not like Florges can farm down, and you can still hit neutral damage with the Waterfall, with the Aqua Tail, looking really good, trying to get to another one. Able to get to another one. This is going to put it at below 50% health. And that will connect. You love to see it. Trying to get to one more. Not able to get to one more, but Gyarados certainly did its job. You can look to farm down with Magnezone. That will KO, but that's fine. Magnezone is coming in. They might get to an attack. They do get to an attack, but you resist these attacks. Moonblast probably still does a good amount. It is Moonblast. Yeah, it does a good amount, but that's fine. Ooh, is that Gyarados? Gyarados is going to be hit with this Wild Charge. Obviously, it's shield in here. And now out comes, yeah, the Garchomp. Okay, this is not bad. The only issue is that, obviously, the ground attacks are resisted by Gyarados, but I don't think it matters too much. Gonna go ahead and go for the Sand Tomb. I agree with the Sand Tomb play. Sand Tomb, maybe you could have built up to the outrage, but I mean they shielded it anyway, so it doesn't matter. So Garchomp, obviously, I mean it wants to get off the Sand Tomb, so it does more damage with the Dragon Tails. I get that. So gonna go ahead and shield that and go for the fun down. Able to get it. And now out comes that Florges. And as I said, the ground attacks still doing a lot of damage to the Fortress. Earth Power is going to be enough to KO it from that range. Good game, well played, able to take that one. Even a Togekiss at that health, though, would have been KO'd from a Garchomp, to be fair, right? Moving on, Magnezone into Gyarados. Absolutely love to see it. I know you do. Gyarados is switching out into Dragonite. So throw an attack and then switch. Okay. I mean, I don't know. I feel like I wouldn't want them to get off their attack first because I wouldn't want to give up the first shield, right? So maybe staying there a little bit too long, but the Magnezone is going to go ahead and go for an attack, and now out comes Garchomp. But I mean, I also understand wanting to chip it because you want to make sure you do win this matchup, right? So I understand staying in for a little bit, chipping it and then switching out. Maybe taking the attack is okay. If you bring in the Garchomp, obviously Garchomp doesn't want to take the attack, so you do have to win the matchup. So Santum obviously is not going to get the shield, but that's fine. You just want to do more damage with the Dragon Tails plus the Sparks that come in, going to be doing even more damage. So now you can bring in Magnezone, and the opponent will throw an attack, but can you Spark down in time before the opponent gets to another Aqua Tail? Because, I mean, the attacks come out really fast. Magnezone coming in. Ooh, you do have the Gyarados. You absolutely love to see it. I actually really like this team, to be honest. I have the Gyarados and the Garchomp. I don't know if I have enough XLs for Magnezone. I have to check. I actually don't know. I already know I have the Gyarados and Garchomp built, though. Meteor Mesh is going to connect, but you do resist it. Very nice. Going to go ahead and go for the Aqua Tail bait. Let's see if the opponent decides to shield this, or if the opponent lets this one go. The opponent actually lets that one go. A little bit unfortunate there, but that's fine. The opponent will get to an attack. Do you shield this one and go for the farm down? Yes, that looks like exactly what this trainer is doing. I like that. Should be able to get that farm. Come on, one more. Yep. No, the opponent switching out, but the Aqua Tail coming in from the Gyarados. And the Gyarados is going to go ahead and shield it. And trying to get to a... Oh, got a little bit greedy going for the crunch. Unfortunately, you cannot make it. Could have thrown the Aqua Tail, but I understand wanting to go for that crunch. However, I think you could farm down now. Yeah, you can farm down. So, ultimately, I think that was a really good play. And now, even though you didn't make it, and now you can go for the Mirror Shot. And the Mirror Shot will be enough to KO. And that is going to be a great game. Very well played to both trainers. Absolutely love to see it. Very nice indeed. Let's go ahead and move into the next battle. Are you playing the Master Premier or the Great League? I feel like a lot of trainers are probably playing Great League. Ursaluna, another Community Day Pokemon Teddy Ursa. I think Ursaluna actually has a lot of play, and I am looking forward to trying it out myself. I have one built as well. So Garchomp is going to go ahead and go for the Santum. Essentially, you just want to debuff it so you could do... I mean, you could, in theory, flip this matchup. And, I mean, yeah, you just want to debuff it. Unfortunately, since you didn't shield, probably not going to be able to flip this, but that's okay. You still did a lot. Oh, at least they throw, so now you can Spark down without worrying about an attack coming in. The only thing is that Ursaluna is kind of a problem, right? But we know the Magnezone is going to come in and go for that farm down, as it does. So it does get some farm, but... we'll see. I mean, that Ursaluna also has Thunder Punch, right? So you do have to watch out for that. Mirror Shot coming out. Could possibly bait the Flash Cannon. I doubt they're going to shield this. They do not. Going for that attack debuff, though. Another attack coming in from the Magnezone. Going to rely on Gyarados to win. I like the play. I like the play. Because, again, I mean, Ursaluna does have Thunder Punch. So it is double super effective. And they actually bait. Oh, that is rough. I didn't think they were going to bait, but that's actually a really, really risky bait, but it paid off well for the opponent. So, nice bait. No attack debuffs. Another attack coming in from the Magnezone. And that still no attack debuff. This is probably the high horsepower, so I'm going to go ahead and commit the shield. No, going to be another bait, another Thunder Punch, while the opponent with the baits wanting to get the shields, confident that the shields were going to be committed, but okay, this is another Thunder Punch. I really doubt this can be a high horsepower, but never mind, it can be a high horsepower, and yeah, that's gonna be a lower sale. Alright, nice baits by the opponent. Okay, let's move on to the next battle. We'll see how the next battle plays out. So here we go. It's going to be Magnezone into Gyarados. You absolutely love to see it. Let's go. Okay, so that is a waterfall one, but that's fine. Oh, they bring in Is this double charm? Because they bring in Sylveon. It might be double charm. I guess we'll find out. Going to be able to connect and then switching into Gyarados, saving that Magnezone. I do like that you saved the Magnezone. And as I said, Gyarados does have play against the charm users because it has Waterfall. That's why I love Waterfall Gyarados. That's going to connect. And you should... Oh, they do get to an attack. I think it's Psyshock. It should only be Psyshock. It is Psyshock. Not doing much at all. So you can Waterfall down, come out with energy, come out with a move. Very nice indeed. Okay, out comes Gyarados. Gonna go ahead and go for this Crunch right now. Maybe picking up a debuff. We'll see. And no debuff there, but that's okay. Are they really going for the... Oh, yeah, I guess they are going for the Fawn down. No, they're not. They're going to go ahead and throw. That's good because they would have been able to get the Fawn down. So that's good that they threw. So out comes Magnezone. Magnezone definitely wants the Fawn down with Spark. Gonna go ahead and take it? No, gonna go ahead and shield it. Okay, so it is an Aqua Tail, of course. So out comes Sylveon, so it is double chump. Kind of what I expected it to be when the Sylveon safe swapped into the Magnezone. And yeah, so this team beating double chump, Gyarados double chump, even though you have the Garchomp in the back, which hates charm users, right? So the opponent, as much as you don't want to, needed to stay in. But that's okay. So this Wild Charge coming out from the Magnezone that will pick up the final shield, but this Magnezone does have another Wild Charge, and it's going to be able to go for it. And that will be enough to KO, and out comes the Gyarados. And yeah, Garchomp is going to be able to win that one, and that is going to be a good game. Very well played to both trainers, able to win that. Let's go ahead and move into the next battle. Here we go, Magnezone into Togekiss. You absolutely love to see it. What's coming in? It's going to be Gyarados, okay. That's a Waterfall Gyarados. Going to let them throw first. Going to go ahead and shield. I feel like you switch out at some point, right? Maybe... Alright, charging up for 2 attacks, throwing the bait right now. Let's see if the opponent decides to shield this. The opponent does decide to shield it. Going to actually throw another one. So double baiting here, expecting the opponent to double commit. And the opponent does not double commit. Now in comes Garchomp. So Garchomp will be able to farm down. And okay, so this is going to be a crunch. That's fine. Togekiss, we know walls Garchomp, so at least you get it out now. Unless if you have Fire Blast, but this Garchomp does not. And even then, Fire Blast, it's not like it one-shots. But we do see this Earth Power come out right now. Yeah, no point in debuffing them with Sand Tomb. The Dragon Tails do nothing anyway. Okay. Magnezone? Definitely have to bring out the Magnezone. And Magnezone is coming out right now. And out comes Garchomp. Gonna go ahead and go for the Mirror Shot. Yeah, the switch time is not aligned because he stayed in a little bit too long, but that's fine. Gonna throw the Mirror Shot so you can bring out the Gyarados. And they also received the debuff, the attack debuff with Mirror Shot, which is huge. The opponent is gonna go ahead and go for Sand Tomb, so that tells me maybe they have Sand Tomb, Earth Power as well. Unless they were baiting and they do have Outrage, who knows, but either way, it's looking pretty good. Let's see if the Gyarados commits the shield or if he just let this one go. Just going to let it go with Sand Tomb, so they probably do have Earth Power. Able to farm that down with the Gyarados, and now Togekiss is coming in. Going to go ahead and go for this Aqua Tail. I like it. So this Aqua Tail is going to connect, and yeah, you can't make it to another one, but that's okay. This is Ancient Power, but like you still have to shield, right? No, it's Aerial Ace, never mind. But yeah, you still have to shield. Gonna go ahead and go for the Mirror Shot. This is actually a close matchup, or a close game in general. I didn't think it was gonna be this close, but it is a pretty close one. Picking up that attack debuff, which is huge. I guess it didn't matter because you would have made it to this attack anyway. But this is gonna be enough to KO that Togekiss, and that is gonna be a great game. Very well played to both trainers. And was that the last battle in the video? I want to say it was. It looks like it was. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, everyone. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you all in the next one. Have a good day. Bye.